Good morning, Pio Pico Palomas. I'm so glad to be here with you this morning. Today there is no class, so hopefully you're snuggled in bed as you're watching this Monday morning message. But someone who's definitely not sleeping and it's ready to start off this week is Martin Bermudez, who's my co-host this week. He's a fifth grade student from Mrs. Mojaro's class. Hi, Martin.
Hi, I'm so glad to be here.
Yay, we're so glad you're here too, Martin. So we have a lot of things this morning, so let's kind of get started with our messages for this Monday morning. One of the things that I want to make sure that we all have in mind and we keep focused on is that at Pio Pico, we want to make sure that everyone feels welcomed and that everyone feels like they belong here at Pio Pico. But Martin, can you help me out a little bit? Why is it important to show people that they're welcomed?
Because a warm and sincere welcome gets a sense of caring and it makes people feel appreciated. It also makes people feel happy and accepted.
You're right, Martin. Those are such great feelings, and that's why we want everybody to feel welcomed and accepted and know that they belong here at Pio Pico. But how can we do that? How can we make people feel welcomed?
We can make people smile and we can greet people with friendly words and pay attention to what people say and also remember personal details.
You're right, Martin. A smile and friendly words can go such a long way. And remember, here at Pio Pico, we want everyone to feel welcome and that they belong. We know we are welcome when people smile at us and they greet us with friendly words. We know we belong when we notice the ways we're all the same and accept the ways that we're different. We want everyone to attend their class excited to learn. And this week, take time to greet others with a smile and friendly words. And guess what, friends? You can't greet others if your camera is off, right? So make sure your camera is on so that your teacher and all your classmates can see your smile as you welcome everybody back to class after a 4-day weekend.
And remember, this is a welcoming place where people can learn when we are respectful, responsible, and safe.
Thank you for that reminder, Martin. It's so important. Last week, we talked a little bit about palomas as scholars. And we talked about very briefly about the different attributes that makes a great scholar. Today, we're going to focus on one in particular, which is tools. But we should have probably named it something different. But palomas who are scholars come prepared and they have their tools ready. So as we're thinking about just one word, the word tools really does encapture that, what we want our scholars to do. We want our scholars to come prepared and be ready for school. So our scholars are willing to participate and they come ready to learn. And so the little reminder that we're going to be using is this backpack with all the tools, right? So when your teacher says, you have your tools, really what she means is, are you willing to participate and are you ready to learn? Do you have everything you need in order to be engaged in the lesson? And one of the things that we know from research is that being prepared enhances your self-discipline. It builds good habits because you're making time to prepare. So instead of procrastinating and waiting until the last minute and kind of fumbling and looking through everything everywhere, you are prepared and therefore it helps with your self-discipline. Something else that it does, it builds your self-confidence, right? Because when you're prepared, when you've done your homework, when you're ready to engage in the day's learning, you're able to join the discussion. You're able to help your classmates. You're able to give more fully of yourself because you don't have to worry about where's my book, where's my paper, what page should I be on? Because you are fully prepared and you're ready to engage. And therefore, you're more confident when you're in the classroom. Something else that it helps you when you're prepared is being prepared enhances our strategic thinking. Our strategic thinking is what we do when we strategize or we think of a strategy. So when you have to prepare for a project or you have to prepare for a presentation, like for example, Martin did a lot of work this whole week to prepare for this one presentation. He didn't just show up, right? He did a lot of work to get ready for today's presentation. And he really thought about, okay, what's the first thing that I need to do? Then what's the second thing that I need to do? What else do I need to do? Then how do I get to my goal? So really being prepared is really helping you with strategic thinking as you think about all the steps that you need to do to get to your ultimate goal. But also being prepared increases your flexibility. Sometimes when things don't go your way or don't go our way, we can probably have a meltdown or get very frustrated or get very upset because we were expecting an outcome that we didn't get. But when you're prepared and you've done all these different things and you've been strategic about what you need to do, you're able to be flexible because you're prepared for different outcomes. You can say, okay, I'm going to do this and this and this. But if your mom tells you we have to go run an errand and you weren't ready for that, it may say, oh my God, a complete blowout, right? Because you're so upset because now your parents have changed what you were thinking of doing. But if you're prepared and you're saying, okay, well, I can do it this time, but if something comes up and my mom says we have to run an errand, right? I can still do it here and let's figure out how we can do it, right? So being prepared helps you with your discipline. It builds your self-confidence. It enhances your strategic thinking. It increases your flexibility. But more than anything, it really develops your resilience. And resiliency really means it's the capacity to recover quickly when something doesn't go your way. So you see here in my little icon, everything is falling down, but you're able to recover quickly, get back up, and then get back to what you need to do. Because remember, you've thought about all the different steps, you've thought about all the different little hiccups that can happen, and you're prepared for it. So this is why this little backpack tools is really important for scholars. So here at BioPico, we want all our scholars to be willing to participate and come ready to learn. And one way that you do that is very simple. Have all your materials with you, have your camera on, and engage with your teacher, right? We don't want your teachers having to teach to little black boxes, right? We want to make sure that our scholars show up every day ready to learn. And then someone, like I said before, who's really ready and prepared and is ready for us is Martin, because he has the student report. Martin, what do you have for us today?
Hello, everyone. My name is Martin Bermudez, and I am a fifth grade student in Miss Mojado's class. Last week, we kicked off the We Care campaign with a week of fun activities and awareness to be brave and care for others. The We Care campaign helps students to become aware of what other students are going through, and it helped us show that we care. My favorite activity was when we did a virtual poster on Jamboard. It allowed me to show others how much I care, and I was also able to share my personality. In my class, this week we are learning about fractions. Fractions are interesting because we use them every day, but I am not sure everyone understands them. A fraction is a number that has two parts, a denominator and a numerator, and it tells us how many parts we are dividing a whole. Recently, I was helping my sister make brownies, and we used fractions to add the ingredients. So you see, fractions can be yummy too. It has been difficult being away from my friends and teachers this school year, but that does not mean we cannot still make our friends and teachers feel welcome and appreciated. Two things we can do is help each other out and speak respectfully. In my virtual classroom, we help each other by making sure we send links or use the chat to answer classmates' questions. We do not speak when others are speaking, and we use appropriate language when having classroom conversations. This shows respect and helps people feel welcomed. I know COVID and learning from home can be hard from time to time, but just know that you are not alone and we are all here to support each other.
Thank you, Martin. Those were such great words that you leave us with. I just want to remind you, because Martin did talk about the We Care campaign that we kicked off last week, is that everybody, doesn't matter how young you are, can participate in the We Care campaign. A special shout out to the TKers in Miss Jaramillo's class. You guys are tiny but mighty. So thank you very much for spreading love and kindness and showing our community that we care. So this is so exciting to see my little learners showing some care and positivity. I also want to remind you that if you did not participate in the Flipgrid from Friday, you still have time. You can listen to the read aloud. I shared with you the story one, and then I give you an opportunity to share how you are brave, how you plan to be brave. So make sure that you look at that Flipgrid if you haven't done so already. Also, as a reminder, mark your calendars, February 26th. we begin our Friendship Friday. So for starting February 26th, every Friday from there on, grab a friend and join us, and then we'll just have some fun. You'll have some time to chit chat with your friends and then play some games, maybe listen to a little bit of music. It's 30 minutes of just socializing with your friends. So hopefully you're able to join me with that. Also, parents, if you're listening to this message, remember that kinder registration is now open. You can email Rocio Reyes at rocio.reyes@sausd.us, or you can call us at 714-972-7500. If we do not answer the phone, please leave a message and we will make sure to get back to you. We're also a Spanish dual language immersion academy, so where your students will be completely bilingual, biliterate, and develop social cultural competence. So please make sure you register your children early for next school year. I think that's about it. Martin, are we done with our message? Or am I missing something?
Objectives. Let's make people feel welcomed. Scholarly attributes. Scholars are willing to participate and come ready to learn. Reminders. Kinder registration, email rocio.reyes@south.us. Holiday, Monday, February 5th. President Washington's birthday. Doors are open Tuesday, February 16 at 7:45 a.m. and Student Free Day Friday, February 19. Teachers are working on report cards.
Thank you very much, Martin, for those reminders and for a recap of what we did today in our Monday morning message. Remember, if you missed any information, you can always go back and view it. And so we're expecting to see all of our palomas come prepared, right? Come with your tools. Have those cameras turned on, because remember, there's so many benefits to being to school on time. Coming prepared to school and being here on time is part of it. So thank you very much, Martin, for taking time for us in our Monday morning message. And we'll see you all virtually pretty soon. Adios.